just final question for you before we link up with him. Don't you think one of the gains of this pandemic should be an opportunity for us to reform the local government system such that they can deliver on their mandate?
Yeah, I agree with that. You see, the need for the reformation of the third tier of government cannot be emphasized. This is because if you make the local government to function effectively as a federating unit in this country, nobody will complain about Mr. President anymore. Nobody will complain about any senator or any House of Reps member. The only government that is closer to them, it is the third tier of government. So if that reforms, and the only reform that is necessary for the local government is to grant it full autonomy. And that will be done by the National Assembly, by the amendment of the Constitution. And that will now enable the local government to now take care of leadership recruitment. Because of the decay in the local government, you find a lot of incompetent administrators in the local government. And once you have incompetent administrators in the local government, don't expect anything at all. At all, completely. So once that reform is done and the local government is given full autonomy, it takes care of leadership recruitment. It's not everybody that can become chairman anymore. It's not everybody that can become councillor anymore. So by the time leadership recruitment is taken care of, it means you're going to have leaders with capacity to drive the system. And by that, you will find the system working effectively and meeting the yearnings of the citizens at the grassroots. And of course, I keep saying that where you talk about development of a country, it is those small and medium scale enterprises. Where do they exist? They exist in the third tier of government. Yeah. So if those small and medium scale enterprises are not strengthened at the third tier of government, forget about any development you'll be talking about. So for me, my take on this is full autonomy, and that will go a long way. I have 1 year to spend in this office. If it is granted full autonomy, I may not be the one to be the chairman. Someone else will be the one. So it's not about any individual. It's not about myself who has the privilege to be chairman today. It is about the system surviving and discharging the mandate for which it is
to serve people of the
created to serve. Yeah. So this is my take on this, and I hope that the National Assembly will rise to the occasion, and Mr. President too will rise to the occasion, just like he has done for the state legislatures and the state judiciary. I think the last lap of it to put the icing of the cake for the citizens to celebrate fully is the full autonomy of the third tier of government. Let it operate as a federating unit in this country.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Gajere. Mr. Gajere is the chairman of Karu, a local government area of Nasarawa State, and he joined us this morning. Just as he's taking his leave, Mr. Sidon Adinuba is the commissioner for information in Anambra State. We, of course, talked at length about the model that Anambra State is rolling out in tackling this COVID-19. He'll be talking to us about that. Mr. Adinuba, are you there? Okay, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so